Fight for their well-being. Fight for their future. Fight for their success, for their stability. We need you to join the fight because change doesn't happen alone. When we join together and live united, we fight for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in our community. Join the fight. United Way.
I'm Pastor James McCarroll of First Baptist Church, and I'm a 2019-2020 United Way board member. I'm pleased to be your MC this morning, along with Courtney Chavez of Pinnacle Financial Partners and United Way board member, who you'll be hearing from a little later. Today, we're here to celebrate what happens when our entire community comes together to work towards a common goal. While we wish we could all be together today, we have an exciting agenda and a lot to celebrate as we recognize members of our community and our corporate partners for their accomplishments and impact.
Now, I would like to present your local United Way's President and CEO, Megan Flippin.
Hi, my name is Megan Flippin, and it is my honor to serve as the President and CEO for the United Way of Rutherford and Cannon Counties. We are so excited to recognize some of our outstanding supporters today and share with you our impact over the past year that has been made possible because of you. I'd like to start today by thanking our sponsors who have been able to make today possible. Our presenting sponsor, Publix Supermarkets and Publix Supermarkets Charities. Supporting sponsors, Dr. James and Beverly Calder, First Bank, Middle Tennessee Electric Membership Corporation, Regions Bank, Wilson Bank and Trust, Redstone Federal Credit Union, Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital, and Steve Fushkar of Hall, Davidson and Associates. Thank you. In my time at United Way, this has been one of the most interesting eras that we've experienced. We bounced back from a recession more than a decade ago, and I'm confident that we will do so again this time. In the past few months, we've seen furloughs, reduced wages, business closures, some of which were ultimately permanent, all on top of the fact that people were extremely sick and even dying within this pandemic. For Middle Tennesseans, this all came on the heels of devastating tornadoes that left billions of dollars of destruction and dozens of deaths in its wake. Despite these tragedies and setbacks, our community rose to the occasion. As a result of gifts generously made by individual donors like you and federal funds received to aid and support and relief, our local United Way has been able to administer a significant amount of resources, including $500,000 back into our community during this time of crisis. These funds have helped families stay in their homes, provided meals for the elderly, allowed domestic violence victims an opportunity for safe shelter, provided pro bono counseling sessions for those suffering from mental health issues, and allowed children to have safe and structured programming while their parents are working. We have been so grateful for the support of our community during these times, as it has allowed us to do what we needed to do: respond to the immediate needs while being able to continue moving forward toward the Bold Goals 2030. The Bold Goals 2030 is a big vision for our community and outlines a 10-year plan for addressing mental health and substance abuse, early childhood success, obesity, housing affordability, and basic needs. The success of our local United Way is critical to the future of our community. United Way's unique value lies in its ability to identify issues, develop partnerships, implement solutions, and measure results. The support of our community translates directly to the success of United Way and its ability to fulfill its mission and vision. Our volunteers, donors, and advocates are making a lasting difference in so many ways, and it's because of each of you that we have these accomplishments to celebrate today. Over 4,500 referrals made through the 211 system for individuals seeking assistance in Rutherford and Cannon counties this past year. Over 75% of the needs requested were related to housing, utility assistance, and income supports. More than $1.8 million in local economic impact was delivered through the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, or VITA program, providing for more than 1,000 families. United Way coordinated more than 14 capacity building sessions for local nonprofits through partnerships with the Christy Houston Foundation and the Experience Community Church. The FamilyWise prescription discount program saw over $1.1 million in savings to local residents on their prescription medications, preventing them from having to choose between groceries, utilities, or needed medication. Over 52,000 items were collected for Stuff the Bus, the Community Baby Shower, and Literacy Day of Action. And more than 187,000 books were delivered to local families via the Books from Birth program, of which the United Way of Rutherford and Cannon Counties is the local sustaining partner. The Catalyst program was delivered for a 6th consecutive year, shedding light on issues facing the nonprofit community and providing volunteer leadership training to its participants. Charity Tracker, a case management and agency communications tool, saw the value in services providing $653,000 this year in providing 33,000 records of assistance. Volunteer Connect, powered by Volunteer State Bank, a matching program for volunteers and agency needs, reached more than 2,000 volunteer users in 67 nonprofit organizations. Grant recipients were able to leverage their United Way funding to secure an additional $1.6 million for their organizations. In addition, United Way was able to demonstrate that for every $1 spent on running the organization, $12 was provided in programs and services to the community. I'm also pleased to share that for the 11th consecutive year, our local United Way received a nod from the United Way Worldwide organization for demonstrating excellence in ethical, legal, governance, financial, branding, and community impact best practices. This past year, we harnessed the power of more than 900 volunteers and nearly 11,000 donors. As a result, more than $3 million were raised for our community. I want to be sure to recognize Paula Tour for chairing this past year's annual fundraising efforts. Before I turn the program over, I'd like to be sure to recognize a group of people who work tirelessly day in and day out to ensure that we have a better quality of life within Rutherford and Cannon counties. Because of their commitment to United Way, we are able to keep moving forward, and I am incredibly grateful for their service. That group of people is the incredible team and staff at the United Way. Thank you so much for your efforts in ensuring that we fulfill our mission and vision. At this time, I'd like to present Don Witherspoon, United Way's Endowment and Tocqueville Chair.
The United Way Alexis de Tocqueville Society is comprised of a vital group of investors who exemplify the spirit of philanthropy in its most generous form. Initiated in March of 1984, the Society is designed to deepen the understanding and support of individuals to United Ways and to recognize their deep commitment to service. Membership in the Society is granted to individuals who contribute at least $10,000 annually to United Way. The United Way of Rutherford and Cannon Counties has new members this year of the de Tocqueville Society. They are Dr. Ellen Slicker and her husband Richard and Jane Lucas. On your screen, you will see all the Tocqueville Society members listed. Thank you all for your generous support. We would also like to recognize new members of the Society, which has been stepped up to the plate in a way that is not always in the forefront of someone's mind. This, of course, would be members of the United Way Legacy Society who have made outright gifts to the endowment or a planned gift to United Way through a will or estate plan. Their gift will support our organization far into the future to improve lives for generations to come. Part of their legacy will be our community, forever changed for the better because of their vision and leadership. We have two new members to recognize in this group, and they are Dr. David and Mrs. Gina Urban. Thank you all again for making a lasting impact to United Way of Rutherford and Cannon Counties. Additional members of United Way's Legacy Society are listed on your screen. I would also like to recognize this year's de Tocqueville and Legacy Society sponsors, Dana Womack of State Farm and Casey Rainey of Rainey Asset Management of Raymond James. Now I would like to invite my wife Hannah to join me in presenting our next award.
The Witherspoon Society Award is bestowed upon an individual or couple who have exemplified United Way's high ideals of commitment to community through giving, advocating, and volunteering. Don and I are thrilled to present Gordon and Cindy Ferguson with this year's Witherspoon Society Award.
Gordon and Cindy Ferguson embody the concept of servant leadership. The Fergusons contribute to the local United Way at the highest giving level of the Tocqueville Society. In addition, they are very involved with United Way in a variety of capacities. Gordon has served 2 6-year terms on the United Way's Board of Directors, including a term as the board chair. Gordon and Cindy represent United Way's ideals of commitment to community through their dedication to our local United Way.
Good morning. I'm Gordon Ferguson, and I'm here with my much better half and spouse, Cindy. And we want to just express our appreciation to the board and those that were involved in the selection of this year's Witherspoon Society recipient. I know that there have been past recipients of this award that are much more deserving, I think, than the 2 of us, but we were certainly honored and flattered when I received a call from Megan about this recognition.
Don and Hannah are such special people that we are so honored to be given this award in their name.
You know, when I think back on this past year with all the issues that we've dealt with regarding the pandemic, it's exciting to see that our United Way just hasn't missed a beat. I would encourage those of you to think about your commitment to United Way. I know there are always some spots available in the Tocqueville Society, and it's great to see the work that the Witherspoons have done, Andy Womack, Russ Galloway, and Sherry Galloway, and we are just excited that we're able to celebrate with you today really the success and accomplishments of our United Way, but we are most grateful for this recognition.
Hi, I'm Courtney Chavez. It is my honor to recognize a group of award winners who dedicate time, talent, and resources to the United Way. Without their support, the United Way could not do what we do. The first group of award winners enthusiastically support the mission of United Way by investing locally to create maximum impact on our community. Collectively, United Way's top 10 award winners contributed to close to $1.8 million this past year. These awards are based on a total investment in 2019-2020 fiscal year.
10, Town of Smyrna. Number 9, Bridgestone. Number 8, Middle Tennessee State University. Number 7, UPS. Number 6, General Mills. Number 5, Ingram. Number 4, Rutherford County Government and Schools. Number 3, Yates Services. Number 2, Public Supermarkets and Public Supermarkets Charities. And number 1, Nissan.
The next category of award winners have gone above and beyond in more ways than one. While total pledge dollars are incredibly important, the criteria for the United Way Circle of Excellence Awards take other important factors into account, including community involvement. This involvement includes engaging in a certain number of United Way events per year. Other factors include employee participation, total dollar increase, a corporate gift sponsorship, or special event. Now for the United Way Circle of Excellence Awards in the categories of bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. We'll begin with the bronze award category.
Adient, Bridgestone, City of Murfreesboro, Guaranteed Home Mortgage, Molly Filter Systems North America, Murfreesboro Electric, Pinnacle Financial Partners, Rutherford County Schools, State Farm and the State Farm Foundation, Target, Town of Smyrna, and Yates Services. Gold Circle of Excellence Award winners are Ingram Content Group, Middle Tennessee Electric Membership Corporation, Nissan, Public Supermarkets and Public Supermarkets Charities, Redstone Federal Credit Union, UPS, and Wilson Bank and Trust. Silver Circle of Excellence Award winners are First Baptist Church, First Horizon, First Bank, and St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. Platinum Circle of Excellence Award winners are Franklin Synergy Bank and Regions Bank.
Now, we would like to recognize organizations whose long-standing support has resulted in achieving and exceeding $1 million in lifetime workplace giving. The $1 Million Circle Award goes to the following organizations.
Having reached a new benchmark of $2 million, Rutherford County Government and Schools. Having reached a new benchmark of $3 million, Public Supermarkets and Public Supermarkets Charities. Having reached a new benchmark of $7 million, Nissan. Thank you for all your continued support. Next, I have the privilege of recognizing the top school winners, which is based on total dollar investment. Top elementary school goes to Barfield Elementary School. Top middle school goes to Smyrna Middle School. Top high school goes to Siegel High School.
Now, it is my honor to announce the Community Impact Award recipient. The Community Impact Award is awarded to an organization that plays a crucial role in building up our community. This year's Community Impact Award goes to Public Supermarkets and Public Supermarkets Charity.
Hello, I'm Rick Smith. I'm with Public Supermarkets, store manager out at the store out on Memorial Boulevard.
My name is David Fulmer. I'm district manager with Public Supermarkets. On behalf of Publix, we are very honored and appreciative of these awards that we're receiving here, and really goes a long way to be recognized. We really believe in recognition ourselves, and I was really surprised when I got the call to know that we won this award. So we do really appreciate that recognition, and we'll keep giving back. Thank you.
Thank you, Publix. It is now my honor to announce the Community Engagement Award recipient. First Baptist Church, Murfreesboro, is being recognized for their outstanding volunteer participation with the United Way.
Hello, my name is James McCarroll. I serve as the pastor at First Baptist Church here in the beautiful city of Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Hi, my name is Renee Barker, and I serve as the Community Impact Director at First Baptist Church here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Listen, we are excited to be a part of the United Way family and to be a part of the partnership that United Way has with so many other entities in this community. We sincerely believe in what the United Way does, the lives that are changed, the families that are changed, and ultimately the community that's made better because of your involvement here in the city of Murfreesboro and surrounding counties. So to that end, as a church, we decided to make a financial and a personal investment and volunteer investment in the United Way to ensure that success continues.
We would like to thank United Way for this award that you would like to present First Baptist Church for our community involvement in 2020. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, it is my honor to announce the RISE Award recipient. The RISE Award is given to an organization that's had significant increase in their support of United Way. This year's RISE Award goes to Adient.
Hi, I'm Dan McGee, the plant manager for Adient in Murfreesboro.
And I am Sydney Eisenhower, the HR manager of the Adient plant in Murfreesboro.
I do want to thank the United Way and appreciate everything the United Way does. And we got honored with the RISE Award for Adient for 2019. So thank you very much.
United Way's employee campaign managers, or ECMs, serve as a liaison between their company and United Way and lead their company's campaign efforts. As leaders of their company, we are aware of the voluntary time that it takes for ECMs through training and appreciation events to coordinating their company's engagement efforts. We want to recognize our 2019-2020 ECM of the Year, Vicki Holt. Vicki has served as the ECM for Yates Services for 18 years. Her compassion and service has resulted in over $3 million raised for the United Way of Rutherford and Camden counties.
My name is Vicki Holt. I'm with Yates Services. I've been with them 39 years, August the 3rd. I'd like to thank United Way for recognizing me as Employee Campaign Manager of the Year. It's a great honor for me to get that. Thank you.
United Way has been fortunate to have the support of many of our emerging leaders and young professionals, and it is my privilege to introduce our 2019-2020 Young Leaders of the Year, Jason King, and my co-host today, Courtney Chavez.
Hey, it's Courtney Chavez here with Pinnacle Financial Partners and co-chair of the Young Leaders Steering Committee of the United Way of Rutherford and Cannon Counties, and I am so honored and privileged to accept this Young Leader of the Year award with my dear friend Jason King, co-chair with me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jason King. I chair the Young Leaders Society for United Way along with my esteemed colleague Courtney Chavez. And it's my honor to accept the Young Leader of the Year award, along with my co-chair, Ms. Chavez. And thank you so much. It's been my deep honor to serve.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Chad Hill with Volunteer State Bank to recognize our incredible United Way Volunteers of the Month from this past year.
Hello, I'm Chad Hill with Volunteer State Bank. I'm the regional president for the bank, and we are the presenting sponsor of United Way's Volunteer Connect. This is an online platform that connects volunteers and nonprofit organizations throughout the community together. Currently, there are over 60 nonprofits and over 2,000 volunteers registered within the Volunteer Connect program. And in this world of more videos and more virtuality and connectivity that way, what insight and forward thinking the organization was to allow us to partner with them to get an online platform in place for serving others and being more organized before all of this pandemic even hit. It's very special to get to be a part of it. At this time, I'm honored to recognize the following people for their outstanding service and their continued support of the United Way. Carlos Burns, Brendan Olson, McKenna Leonetti, Terry Vo, Fred Halfpap, Laura Beth Payne, Matthew Stump, Linda Allen, Courtney Chavez, and Jason King, Dr. Sherry Galloway, Karen Lampert, and Tracy Biles, as well as Michael Dodd. Throughout the year, these individuals provided much support and much service and were recognized as volunteers for the month throughout the year. We want to thank them for their dedication and service. 4 years ago, the overall winner and recognized designee of the Volunteer of the Year Award was named in memory of a very special board member and United Way friend, Carl Quakenbush. This year's Volunteer of the Year is Matthew Stump with First Bank Mortgage. It's my pleasure to recognize Matthew. While volunteering with United Way, he became a founding member of the Legacy Society. And most recently, Matthew served as the employee campaign manager for First Bank's employee giving campaign. Matthew led a 25% increase from last year's giving program as the leader of the campaign. He believes that giving back to others, both personally and professionally, is where he finds the most rewarding accomplishments, just as Carl Quakenbush did. It's now my pleasure to present Matthew with the Volunteer of the Year Award.
Good morning, I'm Matthew Stump with First Bank Mortgage. I'm honored to receive the Volunteer of the Year Award. Volunteering has always been a staple of my career, and it always brings me great fulfillment to give back to the community. I really encourage everyone to get plugged in. There's always opportunities out there. Again, great honor. Thank you so very much.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. David Urban, our 2019-2020 board chair. Dr. Urban's leadership was the driving force behind today's celebrations.
Thank you, Pastor McCarroll. My name is David Urban, and I was honored to serve as your 2019-2020 board chair for the United Way of Rutherford and Cannon Counties. The United Way Board of Directors provides invaluable leadership, effective decision-making, and expertise toward our organization's pursuit of excellence and results. We are fortunate to have the leadership of many of our community and business leaders. I'd like to take a moment and introduce you to the new board members who have stepped up in the community and began the term with United Way in July. Tracy Biles, St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. Gloria Bonner, Dean Emeritus at Middle Tennessee State University. Patrick Kamick, Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce. James Evans, Rutherford County Schools. Beth Goodner, Trust Point Hospital. Casey Rainey, Rainey Asset Management of Raymond James. Robin C. of Parks. And Ashley Stearns of Trail Coleman & Stearns, Attorneys at Law. As we welcome new board members to the United Way, we also say goodbye to those who have completed their term and graciously served our community. Jeff Clark of Molly. Gordon Ferguson, St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. Mike Fitzhugh, Rutherford County Sheriff. Kirk Garrett, Volunteer State Bank. Paul Latour, Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce. James McCarroll, First Baptist Church. Kim Snell, Rutherford County Schools. And Ben Weatherford of First Bank. Thank you again for your leadership. At this time, we would like to pay tribute to the late Dr. Linda Gilbert, whom we lost in May of this year. The United Way of Rutherford and Cannon Counties is naming a new award in her memory. She will be the first recipient of the Dr. Linda Gilbert Advocacy Award. Linda dedicated her life to advocating for children. As superintendent of Murfreesboro City Schools, Linda led a system that attained exemplary school district recognition from the state. Linda also created a respected model for serving the whole child by providing programs and services that supported each child's physical and emotional health and development. It is my honor to present Linda's family with the Dr. Linda Gilbert Advocacy Award.
Good morning, I'm Steve Gilbert. I'm Linda's husband.
And I'm Mackenzie Ross, and I'm her middle grandchild.
That Linda loved the children. It was more than a commitment. I don't think, it was kind of like Linda never met a curb that she couldn't put her car over. I don't think she ever met a child that she didn't love. Kind of a case in point is one of the first things she thought about when this COVID-19 struck, that the child bus had to go on. And she wanted children, whether they were just in Murfreesboro City or what, and she reached out to community partners and really worked to keep that going. Also reached out to community partners for Bob the Book Bus, so kids could have the books. I think Linda worried everyone in town to help with the school system at every chance she could, because she was big on partnerships, and she was big on that. She believed that the child, to educate the child, is her terms with the whole child, and that meant, you know, if a child was hungry, they couldn't learn. If they had a social, emotional problem, they couldn't learn. If they had problems at home, they couldn't learn. So she did her best to try to find answers to that. Linda had this model she used to talk about a reverse triangle. And she really meant that the children, everything she did was geared for the children. And the children were on top. And everybody else just kind of stacked up down below. The teachers were second. And she placed herself at the bottom of that. She never sought anything for herself. It was always, how can we benefit the children? It has to be about the children, is what she would say. She devoted a lot of her money to the schools, too. You know, if the ticket to get in the basketball game was $5, Linda gave them $20. I mean, that was just the way she was. She bought just about all of the artwork that she could find that they were doing, and it lines the halls of the central office right now. One incident that really stands out in my mind about Linda and her devotion to these children, we were at a Christmas tree lighting on the square. The children were singing. She had to be there as close to the front as she could so she could see her kids. And there was a little fella standing in front of her, a little boy, cute as he could be. He was there with his parents, and evidently his sister was on the stage. And he kept turning around looking at Linda. So Linda engaged him. She engaged him in conversation like she would. You know, she said, I want to give you something. She reached in her purse and gave him her business card. Now, she did that every time she talked to a child. And she would write her cell phone number on the back of the card. And she'd say, now, if you have any questions or if you just need to talk to me, then there's my number. And she told the parents, well, let him call if he wants to talk to me. You can call me anytime you want to. And she meant that because she kept her phone on and text and talked at 2 in the morning. Linda loved everyone. She told you she loved you, she loved you. And she loved the children of Murfreesboro. And I think my granddaughter can tell you more about her now than I have.
A couple days after my grandmother died, I wrote something about her, and there's no other way that I can really describe her other than just reading that. If you knew my grandmother, you knew these 2 things about her. 1, she didn't like all the recognition that she got for the amazing work that she did. And 2, she deserved all the recognition that she got and more. When my grandmother first got the job as director of Murfreesboro City Schools, she had less time to be around us and go on trips with me, my siblings, and my granddaddy. I asked her one day, Grandmommy, please quit your job. She looked at me and said, I'm doing it for you. This is not the answer that I wanted to hear, but it made sense to me. I had thought that she answered this way because I was in elementary school in Murfreesboro City Schools at the time. I thought that what she meant by this was that she wanted to ensure that I had a good enough education through Murfreesboro City Schools. Though this was true, this isn't what she meant. Some time went by and I asked her again when I was in middle school. But this time I went to her crying and said, Grandmommy, please quit your job so you can spend more time with us. She responded with the same answer, I'm doing it for you. This upset me. I didn't understand what she could have meant by this because I was out of Murfreesboro City Schools and in middle school now. It wasn't until these past couple months that I understood what she meant. She was doing it for me all along. She did it to show me how to be a strong woman and leader. She did it to show my mom how to be a good educator and an even better mother to her 3 children. She did it to teach me and my siblings that everyone needs someone in their corner. She showed us to go after our passion and fight for what we believe in. She didn't work for herself, the money, or the acknowledgement. She did it to ensure that children were getting fed, had an education, and were loved. This is why she did what she did. She was doing it for me the whole time, and I'm just now fully understanding how. She did it to show everyone that one person can change the world, one child at a time. We want to thank United Way for carrying on my grandmother's legacy.
Now, it is time for me to pass the gavel to your local United Way's new board chair, Dr. Russ Galloway, an emergency department physician at St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. So if you ever have any questions, just say, "What's up, Doc?"
Thank you, Dr. Urban. I guess I might should have dropped this. I look forward to serving as your local United Way's 2020-2021 board chair. It's the strength of our community partners and supporters that drives real change. United Way is unparalleled in our power to gather partners, providers, and resources together to the needs of our community. This has never been more important than it is now. COVID-19 is a new challenge for us, but we are up to it. We would all rather not face COVID-19, but we do not get to choose the era we live. We do not get to choose the crises we face. We do get to choose how we respond. United Way was built for this crisis. We are rebuilding for a better community, a more equitable community, and a more resilient community. We do not want to just get back to normal. Normal is not working for far too many of us, our most vulnerable neighbors. Old and broken systems will not fix our challenges. We need to reimagine collaboration between the private, public, nonprofit sectors to effectively drive real change. Now, more than ever, we must work at the community level to accomplish our mission, to improve lives by advancing opportunities in the areas of education, health, and financial stability for all. Because of your support, United Way can do what we do best. I look forward to serving alongside each of you as we help our community respond, recover, rebuild, and reimagine for the long term. Now, I would like to turn it back over to our host.
Listen, thank you again for joining us today. We look forward to being together again soon. This concludes our program. So at this time, I'd like to thank our sponsors for making today's event possible. Our presenting sponsor for the day has been Public Supermarkets and Public Supermarket Charities. And finally, we'd like to thank our supporting sponsors, Dr. James E. and Mrs. Beverly Calder, First Bank, Middle Tennessee Electric Membership Corporation, Regions Bank, Wilson Bank and Trust, Redstone Federal Credit Union, St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital, and Steve Hutkar of Hall Davidson and Associates. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your continued support of our mission and work here at United Way. We could not do it without you. Have a great day. God bless you.
We've always been interconnected, interdependent, united. And that's never been more apparent than right now. What we do together today will determine how we live united tomorrow. Stay home, stay strong, and if you're able, give for your neighbors who need help the most.